Yeah. So cold. Sometimes we go through things in life, make us who we are. Sometimes you don't even know. Still trying to see it. I don't know what it was that made me cold. Had a chip on my shoulder since 7 years old. Something snapped in my way of living, hit me in my soul. I started seeing the future, I started losing control. I don't know what it was that made me cold. Had a chip on my shoulder since 7 years old. Something snapped in my way of living, hit me in my soul. I started seeing the future, I started losing control. Saw death in my hallway, gunshots woke me up. Crack files everywhere, families was broken up. Maybe it was seeing mama crash, I was choking up. Doc said paralysis, it was so miraculous. Sorta like Jesus when he brought back Lazarus. Maybe seeing Pop Duke leaving was the catalyst for letting off this young black activist. Beat smashing, just sick flow captivists. Caught in the web of the hood where the schools turn 6 out of 10 little kids and the fools. Got one with a tool, the other two get abused, and one writing verses trying hard to be cool turn cold. I'm so cold. Shit made me so cold. I swear I'm so cold. Yeah. So cold. Things made me so cold. So cold. Look. I'm so cold like Andre 3000. Keep browsing, had a few fiancés calling me, hawking me, asking me always when we gon' be together. I would say I wanna stay with you, but I can't right now, I gotta go. And then she asks why, I say I got a show. She asks, can she coming instead of saying no? I say, you just did, now please leave me alone. I was hurt by a girl that resembled you. I let her do a thing, I was respectable, but then she had to let my dude sleep with her, creep with her. Once I saw a message to her, Sha will never find out, maybe wanna execute her. You gotta get used to me. I got an icebox where my heart used to be. I'm used to 3 or 4 chicks at a time, having lines waiting outside. I know it's about time I'ma change, girl. I'm so cold, I'm so cold. I swear I'm so cold. Yeah.
And to admit that you're influenced
I don't know what it was.
by a newer artist or different artist, there's nothing wrong with that. And that music doesn't belong to any one particular person. It's a form of expression that we are given the ability to use to express our feelings and to feed off of each other. So I've tried to always grow musically and to keep up with whatever the latest whatever was, but to, even though keeping up with it, keep in that musical expression whatever I felt or whatever.
S to the T, E to the V, I to the E. Songs in the key of C minor, C a minor, try to get free. So he writes verses about the things that he sees. See, I used to get sad, no matter what I went through, good or bad. I would grab my pen and pad, it was all I ever had. Listen to me please, the words were the light of the fuel is the daily life, and the music is like the fire, it's lovely when it's ignited. It kept me out of fights, I never needed to kill with bullets when I could write. My blood didn't spill cause I spilled through the mic. In beef I stayed calm, on stage I'm so hyped cause I get to release what I have that's penned in. Right when I feel like I'm close to the end in this redemption. Yeah. That's all I have. Look. Imagine a dude in a cell doing that time cause of things he had to sell. Didn't say a word when they asked him to tell who was supplying, now he's in the hell. Talking to the walls, making love to himself. Scribes from his would-be bride kinda help. Food in the mess hall, messing up his health. 3 years in, he reminiscing about his wealth. And he might look the same, but a letter from his girl that his son joined the gang and was slinging and was about to join him in the band kinda made him realize that it may be time to change. So he started writing letters. Dear son, everything that I showed you I regretted. All that I've done for the fame, for the cheddar is nothing without freedom. My life is so pathetic. Show this to the judge and let him know for your crime he could add on 10 more years to my time. I don't care if I'm locked, if I'm shot, if I die, as long as your life doesn't end up like mine, that's redemption. Look, Picture a kid turn 12. Every time she step in a crib, it's like hell. Her mama's man touching her, but she don't wanna tell. Mama getting drunk, it's like she's up under a spell. She goes to school and she's really doing well, cause she studies while the kids eat lunch. So she excels, and the faster she's done with school and goes to college, or even gets a job to get her own dollar, she can probably get rid of most of these problems. Every other night, don't nobody hear her holler. Mom's getting bent, step pops pours the vodka, so she's knocked out. And then he's upstairs knocking, banging on the door. And even though she locked it, he finds a way in, looking like Satan. All she can do to get free from the hate and the pain is write it down. And one day mama found it, and something told her to read it. Her journal said, every time that I fall asleep, I hear someone at the door, and I know that he's creeping. It started out bad, I was crying and weeping. I told my friend Carrie about the pain I'm receiving. She said, if you tell your mama ain't gonna believe it. She might make you leave. This is so scary, and now I think I'm starting to like it. I told Carrie to stop, but it didn't. I'm just really confused. Mama dropped the book and then ran in his room. Tears in her eyes from the pain of abuse on her, on her daughter. She was staring at the dude. He was asleep and she poured the Grey Goose on his bed, lit a match and made the news, and then called it redemption.
Gotta live, live.